So welcome to our last Tuesday night class this term. Tonight we're working with mind and emotions and whole body. I've had requests for the legs and feet and hips and lower back and upper back. So I think we're working with the whole body. So lying down. Just notice if you'd like to start with your legs bent or your legs stretched out. Perhaps placing your hands on your belly. Inhale, belly into the hands. And exhale, draw the belly in, making a ha sound. And just keep this going in your own timing. You do this with the mouth open or closed. And then adding some V breath if you like, humming as you exhale. And just keep this going in your own timing. Adding Om if you like. Om. Just placing one hand at the heart and the other on the belly if that feels good for you. You could also place a block or a pillow on the belly. Just seeing if you can breathe first into the chest, then into the belly. And exhale, draw the belly in, the chest falls. Inhale, chest to belly, exhale, belly to chest. Keep that going, or just feel these two centers of cognition in the body. They're centers, a lot of neurons, millions of neurons. They're linked to your brain. They're giving us information in a non-conscious way. Just see if you can gaze your brain, your prefrontal cortex, you gaze it down into your heart center, into your belly center. Just drop your awareness down into your body. You can start by just feeling maybe some tightness in the chest or the belly area. Or maybe it's feeling very open, relaxed and soft. Or maybe the belly is feeling soft, the chest is feeling tight, or vice versa. Just notice. Can you feel your heart beat at all? Your hand in that metaphorical heart space. Yoga is called pratyahara, drawing the senses and focusing the attention, dharana, concentration in one place. When you're ready, release that. We'll come back to that in different ways. Stretch the legs long if that's comfortable. You can put your feet at a wall if that's a possibility. And inhale, bring your left arm up, stretching nice and long. And exhale, you're going to bring your arm down as you bring your right leg, you bend your right leg and draw it up. And you can bring it all the way to the chest or just to the floor. Inhale, extend long. And exhale, bring the right leg up. Inhale, extend. And exhale, draw the leg up, and you could get rid of your mat if you want. Just that opposite leg and arm, so right leg and left arm. One more time, and then we're going to switch sides. This is building bilateral awareness, so stimulating both sides of the brain at once. It's also great for the knees, great for the upper back, neck, and shoulders. Exhale, bringing the arm down, and we're going to do the other side. And if you want, you can take your mat and just bend it up a little bit so that you can drag on the floor, if you want to work that way. So inhale, bringing your right arm up, stretching nice and long. Exhale, drag your left leg along the floor. You can just leave it there, or you can bring the knee towards the chest. Inhale, extend. Getting those hips moving. Exhale, draw in. You could have a bolster behind you for that arm to come to, or a pillow, bed pillow. Now, if this is too much, you could have the other knee bent as you do this. If it feels too much on the back, you can have the right leg bent. And last time. And inhale, leg down, perhaps stretching both legs. Now we're going to do same arm as leg. Inhale, left arm comes up. And exhale, you're going to bend your left leg in. Inhale, extend. Stretching really long through the side body as you do that. Inhale, exhale, draw in. Inhale, extend. Ujjayi pranayama, constricting the throat. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bringing that arm down. And the right side. Inhale, right arm coming up. Exhale, draw the right leg in. Again, that left leg could be bent. Inhale, extend. Just notice if one hip is different than the other. Notice if one side of the lower back feels different than the other. So during my check-in tonight, I heard a lot of you have one hip or one side of your lower back hurting. So we're just going into this in this way, doing 4 to 6 times, depending on your breath. And finishing up, I think that might be our 5th time. Inhale. And exhale, bringing the arm down. Okay, you're going to bend both knees. Inhale, extend your left leg straight, your left arm up. And stretch your hand as if someone's pulling it, and your foot, you're stretching that away. You can press it into the wall, or you can point the toe away from you. And then exhale, drag that heel in. This is great for the knee. It's encouraging synovial fluid reuptake in the knee joint. Now we're going to add on. Inhale, bring the leg to the sky as the arm goes overhead. And exhale, bringing the knee into the chest and bring it down. And we're going to do the other side right away. Inhale, extend the right leg out, the right arm. And feel like someone's stretching you on both sides. Exhale, drawing in pelvic floor, lower belly, belly button in, drawing that knee into the chest. A little easier with that other knee bent to do that, eh? Inhale, extend the leg up. You can bring that arm overhead if that works for you. Exhale, drawing the knee in and placing it down. We're going to do the other side. Just keep going side to side. I'm going to keep demoing it one more round. Then try to have you do it on your own. Inhale, extend left side. Whole left side extending. Just stretch through the whole body. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And then exhale, pelvic floor, lower belly, belly button in, draw in. And you can hug the knee into the chest if you like. Inhale, extend that leg up. Alternatively, you can hold behind the knee rather than bring that arm up. Exhale, you can bring the knee into the chest, holding the knee with the hands. Inhale, bringing the arm down. And exhale, leg down rather, and exhale, bring the arm down. Okay, other side. Inhale, right leg extends long, right arm stretching up. Exhale, draw everything in. I'm hugging the knee this time, just adding this on, a little bit more stretch. Inhale, extending the leg, I'm holding behind the thigh. Exhale, drawing in. Inhale, extend long. And exhale, hand down, leg down. Let's try the other side. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, knee in. Inhale, you can just place the leg down, or I'm going to extend it long just to get that extra stretch. Just adding on that piece. Exhale, hand down and foot down. Last time on the right, inhale, extend along the floor, arm and the leg. Exhale, draw it in towards the chest. Inhale, leg up, arm up. Exhale, draw the leg in. Inhale, extend. And exhale, starting position. Just rest here for a moment. It's comfortable stretching the legs long. Yeah, you can do this one side at a time again if you like, or with me using both legs. So if this is not comfortable, just do one side at a time. Left to right, I'll do it 4 times, so you can also do it one side at a time. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, drawing the heels in and the knees to the chest. Inhale, holding under the legs, bring the legs up to the sky. Exhale, knees to the chest. Inhale, extend the legs long, arms up. And exhale, arms down. So that's one round. We're gonna do it 3 more times. Inhale, arms up. Tuck that chin in if you can. Exhale, draw the legs in, pelvic floor, lower belly, belly button in. Now I'm using the floor, really dragging, so I'm using my core strength as well as I bring those knees in, adding the hands at the end of the exhale. Inhale, extending up. I'm going to hold behind my knees, or you can bring your arms overhead to the floor behind you. Exhale, drawing in. Inhale, extending long. And exhale, arms down. Two more times. Inhale, Tadaka Mudra. Exhale, Apanasana, knees to chest. You can have the arms down by the sides too, to just make you use your core a bit more. Inhale, extend the legs up, hands behind the legs or arms up overhead like I'm showing. Exhale, you can do the knees to chest, or if you want to add on some core work, you can touch those toes down to the ground with the hands by your sides. And then from there, inhale, extend out. And exhale, arms down. So just adding on some pieces if you like. You can add them or not. Last time together. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, drawing in. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, touching down. Inhale, extending long. And exhale, release. And take a break. You can let the legs turn out if that's comfortable in a Shavasana rest. Okay, so from there, I was pretty sure I was going to use my belt tonight. Sometimes I don't take it out, but tonight I was like, I think I'm going to need the belt. So I hope you have one available. If you don't, you can use a scarf. You can use a physio band. I like these hard belts, just they just stretch a little bit differently than the bands, but anything works. And I like to make a loop, but there are different ways to use the belt. I like to actually buckle it up, but fasten it, but you don't have to. And the reason I like to do that is so that you don't have to grip so much with the hands. I hope you can see that. So I've got the palms facing towards me so that the shoulders loop down.
And this is my left leg. And then my right leg can be bent or it can be stretched out. So the advantage of it being stretched out is you get a nice stretch through that hip flexor, but sometimes you can't move as well. And then I'm going to actually hold the belt with my hands, either like this or with the palms facing me. So that's my exhale. Stretching that leg long, inhale, I'm going to point the toes. Exhale, flex the toes towards the nose. Now, if this is feeling like a lot, you can also bend the knee. And that will feel good in the lower back hip and just where you hold the belt according to what you're doing right now. So that's your exhale. Inhale, straighten, pointing the toes. Exhale, flex the toes towards the nose. You might just do that, or some of you will add this bend of the leg. Let's keep this going. If you're doing the inhale, point, exhale, flex, you can move the leg towards you as you exhale and inhale away from you. And this is working with the plantar fascia at the bottom of the foot. It's working on the fascia that connects to the calf. And your hamstrings might be involved as well. It's too much. It's bending the knee as you exhale and inhale, pointing. Really helpful to put castor oil on the feet and socks and go to bed that way, or even walk around that way. If you've got slippers, you don't mind getting a bit oily. Work on the feet, that fascia under the feet would be really helpful. Switching sides. So again, you want to make it a bit more chill. You can inhale, point like this, and then exhale, bend the knee. And you can always have the other leg bent. Inhale, point, and exhale, flex the toes towards the nose. Or you could stay in the position. Inhale, point, exhale, flex, and just stay or move the leg back and forth. Some flossing of those nerves as well. Getting into the muscles, flossing the nerves. Okay, we're going to bring both legs up. Just flexing those toes towards the nose. And they stretch to those calves. And then you can go more into the lower back too. Keep the lower back on the ground and try to bring the legs towards you a little bit or a lot. And keep the lower back on the ground. Inhale, pointing the toes away from you. Exhale, flexing, bringing towards you. If it's too much, you can bend the knees as you exhale. Inhale, point, and helps to do that actually with the feet part, something like this. It's kind of like a happy baby. You can also put a block between the feet to hold that opening. Or you could use two belts, or you can press the little toe side of the foot into the belt to help you keep that connection. And play with any of those things. Or just stay in the position and stretch the legs. Just stay and breathe. Or keep it moving, it feels better. Just finishing up. Probably feel quite a bit of circulation in the legs having done that. So we're in a very good place now to use the bolster or pillow. We did this last week. And inversions, like we're doing, just these semi-inversions as they're called in yoga, where the head is below the heart. This underneath the pelvis. So we have many inversions in yoga, but this is the only one I teach in group classes just for safety of neck. I do teach privately some other inversions, but I don't do them in group because of the risks to neck and shoulder, especially online. But this is a very safe inversion for most people. Now, if you do have a heart condition, just notice how you feel in your breath right now. You're feeling comfortable breathing. You're not having a sense of choking or blood rushing to your head. If you have any of those feelings, get rid of this cushion. Might be too much for you otherwise. Just stay in this inversion, and if you like, you can move the legs back and forth in this position. So inhale here and exhale. You can bring feet actually towards your nose a little bit or a lot. And then inhale, coming up, and you can point and flex the feet. If you want to add that flossing of the nerves. This is wonderful for the lower back. It's one of my favorite ways of decompressing my spine. But it's also one of my favorite restorative poses. So at this time in my life, I'm not sleeping as well, and I'm finding that I just have to do a couple of restorative poses most days now just to keep rested and not get overwhelmed. So I'll often do this back and forth position for my back and my legs and my feet, and then if it's comfortable, just stay here and breathe. In Viparita Karani, this is a classical pose. Viparita means to turn something literally on its head and look at it in an opposite way. Adding a hold after exhale here, inhale into the chest, into the belly. Exhale, draw the belly in, pelvic floor, lower belly, belly button in. Hold after exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale into the chest, into the belly. Exhale, pelvic floor, lower belly, belly button in. Hold after exhale, 1, 2, 3. If you're getting any tingling in the legs at any time during that exhale, you can bring your knees to your chest and hold after exhale in this inverted asanas, as long as it's not hurting your neck. Just keep that going your own timing. You can stay here, or you can move the legs. You can move one at a time. A kunchanasana, this is called when it's done with an inversion. It's also wonderful for the lower back and the hips. Try that hold after exhale. And you can try pointing and flexing the feet as you breathe. This pose is also great for edema, for swelling of the legs. Increasing the blood flow. Helping that venous blood return from the legs back to the heart. Helping the lymph flow. So the lymph circulates through the body and picks up toxins via the lymph nodes. We're helping that lymph circulate through the legs now. Lots of lymph nodes in the hips. I believe around the knees, if I'm remembering my anatomy, definitely in the hips. And ready knees to the chest. And bringing the legs down, you might feel quite a bit of circulation in those legs and feet. That circulation, from a yogic perspective, will just help the body heal any imbalances in the legs and feet, just by increasing that blood flow, that flow of prana energy, as we call it in yoga. And just rest here for a moment. I just invite you to place one hand on your belly and the other on the chest. And just notice any changes between when you first did this and now. Has both of these centers softened at all? Are you able to breathe now more into the chest and into the belly? Can you mobilize the apparatus of the breath a little better now? So the yogis, one of the reasons they do all these asanas, these postures, is to help prepare the anatomy of the breath for pranayama, for lengthening the breath. Just notice sensations in the body, in the breath. Also, maybe in the mind, can you notice any thoughts come to mind as you do this exercise, just noticing them? Just invite you to place your hands on your belly now. This is a huge center of cognition in the body. There's a whole nervous system, the enteric nervous system, that links from the gut all the way up the central nervous system into the brain. Just breathing into the belly, inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, draw the belly in. Inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, draw the belly in. Constricting the throat if you can. Inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, draw the belly in. And let the breath rest. Just feel the natural rise and fall of the breath as you inhale and exhale. Maybe you'd like to add a mantra. I'm just going to do inhale, exhale, here. Inhale, exhale, here. You could use still if you like, or peace. You've done all that work, the legs and the feet, you might be feeling that apana vayu, that downward flow of energy through the legs into the feet. Just letting go of that for now. I'm going to move more into the hips now. Getting that message on Zoom, so I'm just going to make sure the audio is okay.
Just bending the legs.
Bringing the feet as wide as the mat. Inhale here, exhale, bring one knee at a time towards the opposite big toe. So this is stretching the side of the hip, the IT band. It's getting also into the outside of the knee for some people. So it's really working those quads. Inhale, center, exhale, other side. Now I know if you have bunions, this might be a bit uncomfortable. You can fold your mat in two or add a blanket under the feet if you've got bunions. So inhale, center, exhale, bring your knee down to the opposite big toe. And then inhale, come up, and then exhale, other side. Knee coming down towards the opposite big toe. Keep one leg up as you do this. Just side to side. This prepares for Ekapada Supta Virasana. If you know what Virasana is, classical pose. This is really preparing the hips for that. It's really stretching through the quads, which can get quite tight for many of us. And that causes trouble actually in the knees and the lower back. And just finishing up. Now we're going to cross the left leg over the right. Inhale here, exhale coming to the right. This is getting more into the lower back now. Inhale, center, exhale, other side. So when you cross the legs like this, it gets more into the lower back. Inhale, center, exhale, side, just side to side. Your arms can be any height that works for your body. Pause between inhale and exhale. And switching sides after you do 4 to 6 rounds. This is also starting to get into the neck and shoulders. Stretching one shoulder at a time, switching sides. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Might be getting a stretch through one shoulder at a time. Doing this 4 to 6 times. 4 to 6 rounds, that is. And you might get a crack in your back. I usually try to do around 4 myself in case your breath is a little shorter than mine. Just finishing up your last round, wherever you're at. And release the legs. You're going to add a block or a pillow and put it underneath the pelvis. So I like to use this block, but you can just use any thinner kind of pillow. Bring it underneath the hips. And you're going to cross your left leg over the right. And then when you're ready, you're going to exhale, try to bring your knees towards the chest and get into the piriformis, the outside of the hip. So I'll just say that again. One of you went to get a pillow. So just crossing the left leg over the right, as if you're, crossing your legs, you're at a performance of some sort and you're crossing your legs. Okay. And bring your knees to your chest and you're holding the shins, or you can hold the feet, hold anywhere that's comfortable. And you're going to draw everything in, and hopefully you're feeling that left piriformis. I know I am. So that's your exhale, and then inhale away and exhale towards you. And I hope you didn't eat a big dinner, because if you did, you're regretting it about now. If you did eat, you could just bring your legs further down and just hold them like this and just breathe here. It's not comfortable compressing the belly. If you want to take it more deeply, you could try holding the feet like that. And I usually do this instead of the figure 4 pose. We're going to switch sides just because it doesn't risk the knee joint in the same way as figure 4. It can compromise the knee joint. So we're just going to do the other side. This is with the right leg on top, getting into that right piriformis, which can cause the hip problem, cause lower back problems. That's your exhale, inhale away. Exhale towards you. You can always hold those feet. And when you feel complete, hug the knees into the chest. Bring the legs to the sky. As you inhale, exhale, knees to the chest. You want to add some core work to this. Got this block helping the lower back. Inhale, extend. Exhale, you can touch those toes down to the ground and bring the knees into the chest. And there's more from there if you want. So you could do something like this. Inhale away. Exhale towards you, one leg at a time. As you do this, again, you can point the toe down, bend the knee to take the pressure off. Or you can use both legs. So pick your medicine. I'm just showing a whole bunch of variations. Hopefully one works for you. Inhale away, exhale towards you. Start to exhale before you start to move. Those legs and feet. A lot of people legs and feet things tonight. We got into the hips. We got into the lower back. And now we're going to move into the chest. Bring those feet down. Remove that block. Right. So we'll work with the neck a little bit. Stretch those legs long or have them bend. Inhale, bring your left arm up. Stretching it long. Exhale, bring your left arm down. Inhale, bring your right arm up. Stretch it long. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, bring both arms up. Exhale, bring your left arm down and turn your head to the left. No, you could do this with the other arm down if you prefer. And just stay here and breathe. So again, you can bring that top arm down if you like, or leave it up. That right arm, you can adjust it. It's too much. Turning the head to the right, the back of the head towards the right arm. Turning the head away. And breathing here. Every time you exhale, maybe turning a little bit more. Ready, coming to the center. Inhale. Lift arms up. So right arm down. Turn your head to the right. Stay here. I have both palms facing up. Just that top arm. If it's too much, you can bend the elbow. You can bring your arm totally down. Inhale, you can unturn a lot, and exhale, turn back if it feels like too much strain to stay. Otherwise, inhale, just pendulating slightly, untwist slightly, and exhale, twist more. One of my favorite ways of releasing the neck. And into the shoulders. Ready, inhale, untwist. Both arms up. Chin in, exhale, arms down. Let's try pressing the back of the head into the floor. As you inhale, press it into the floor. And exhale, release. Inhale, press the back of the head into the floor, tuck the chin slightly down. And exhale, release. Inhale, press the back of the head into the floor, chin slightly down. And exhale, release. Inhale, pressing. Exhale, relaxing. Last time, inhale. And exhale. And just rest. And final relaxation. You can stay like this, or if you like, you can add a bolster or a rolled mat or a rolled blanket lengthwise along your spine. You can also add a couple of blocks. I'll show that in a sec. So we haven't done that this time. We're just gonna end the class today just resting here. So you can just stay in this bolster. If your lower back hurts with this, add a block or a pillow underneath the buttocks. And you can also put a bolster or a set of blocks under the thighs or a pillow. Put a blanket over you. And you can also use one block under the head and one under the chest if you prefer. I'm just going to stay in this position. You guys, oh, we got some blocks. I am going to show the blocks. Okay, we've got some of the blocks. So with the blocks, you how to do that. It'd be helpful to see your cameras. So one like this, parallel to the mat. And then you lie on that between your shoulder blades. So from the mid back up. And then you take your other block and you can start with it long like this under the head. Or if it's comfortable, you can bring it down to this horizontal plane. Or even lower, and then the arms at the sides, just gotta make sure you got room around you. And we're at 9 o'clock if anyone needs to leave, otherwise I'm gonna just do a little bit more breathing here, spreading me slightly over. So if you need to leave, just quietly disappear, otherwise inhale into the chest, into the belly. Exhale, draw the belly in, the chest falls. And keep that going. If you're using the blocks, you can play with bringing your arms overhead or in different positions as you do this. And just rest the breath. Inhale M, exhale peace. Inhale M, and as you say that, if you like, think about your heart center. Exhale peace, write that on your belly center. Inhale M, exhale peace. And you can stay here longer if you like. So we're going to just start coming out, bringing the hands to the heart, or you can just stay with your hands by your sides and just listen or join me. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Namaskaram.